We're appalled by the alarming escalation of grave human rights abuses in Myanmar. In the last week alone, security forces have killed and burned to death 11 people, among them 5 minors, and rammed vehicles into protesters exercising their fundamental right to peaceful assembly. More than 10 months since Myanmar's military overthrew the democratically elected government in a February coup, the country's human rights situation is deepening on an unprecedented scale, with serious violations reported daily of the rights to life, liberty, and security of person, the prohibition against torture, the right to a fair trial, and freedom of expression. Since the coup, Myanmar's General Min Aung Hlaing's forces have repeatedly failed to respect their obligations under international law to protect the country's people. And as a result, more than 1,300 people have lost their lives and over 10,600 more have been detained. These latest grave violations demand a firm, unified, and resolute international response that redoubles efforts to pursue accountability for the Myanmar military and the restoration of democracy in Myanmar. These attacks are heinous, they're completely unacceptable, and they disregard the common values of humanity. And they're also, unfortunately, far from isolated. In recent weeks, we've received multiple reports of villages being burned, including protected structures such as places of religious worship and residential buildings. In Thantlang town in Chin State, credible sources report the military torched 19 civilian and religious buildings and 450 homes in 10 different incidents. And a few weeks ago in Kaya State, villagers were reportedly burned alive when the structure they tried to shelter in was allegedly set ablaze by security forces.